Hey everybody, Laurent here from MadX Capital. Wanted to just put a 2-minute video on something I'm about to do and I thought most of the members probably don't know is something that you can do in this industry. So I bought a site not too long ago that actually came as a 2-for-1. They had a site that was established for quite a number of years with a very robust following. They started a sister site as well. The sister site was only about 6 months old. Really wasn't making any money, but I liked the fact that there were 2 sites that allowed me to find a way to divert the sites, eventually build one, sell it off, and then retain the other. That was kind of the intention. The site was really monetized through advertising and guest posts, and did a ton of due diligence, and it seemed that the advertisers had been there for quite some time, and I felt very comfortable that they would continue. I did ask the broker what are the opportunities to grow and get more advertisers, and he seemed very confident that especially in this niche space, that we would get additional advertisers on board if we really wanted to push it. So we've had the site now for 3 months, and our top 2 advertisers dropped. So not happy at all. So we acquired the sites in February. The largest advertiser, the second largest and third largest dropped. The largest advertiser is still around, but he paid in December in full for the year. So we're not going to see that benefit in December, and we're kind of keeping our fingers crossed that he's going to continue to advertise. But there are so many changes happening in the space right now that there are other sites and other opportunities. You never know how likely somebody is to continue to advertise with you. So we're very aggressively going out and trying to find other advertisers, which is fine, it's part of the course. Having said that, these 2 advertisers represented a very large amount of the total value of the business, the revenue coming in. Lesson learned for all those looking out there for different sites: the more that you can find diversified revenue streams and diversified customer base, do that. Because if you're stuck, like this site, the second and third advertisers probably represented about 15% of the revenue. So not the end of the world, but it still hurts. It's still quite a bit of revenue to lose in such a short period of time, since we've had the site now for 3 months. So anyway, haven't done this yet, but I'm going back to the negotiation table. So even though we have a contract in place, even though we agreed on the number, I already did a 30% down for this business. The rest of it is going to be based on earnout, and then there's a balloon payment at the end. I'm bringing the broker to the table and the seller to the table and say, this is not what I signed up for. Part of the agreement was an expectation of consistency in revenue, and there's been already a drop in the first 2 months, and that's not good enough. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep everybody updated. But the reason I wanted to do a video is because this is business. There's nothing wrong with going back to the table, even with an agreement and a contract in place, to say, we got to talk. It's not what I expected to happen. I mean, there's only so much you can figure out during due diligence. There was no way during due diligence we would know that in the first 2 months, 2 out of the top 5 advertisers were going to drop. Having said that, that's a hard pill to swallow, and I'm going to see if there's an opportunity for us to either reduce the price, get the seller involved to find us new advertisers to replace the income, whatever it is. But in my view, if the seller wants to get the rest of his money, then he needs to make sure that we purchased a successful business, at least the same way that he had presented it to us on paper. So wanted to share that with you. Nothing's ever done. There's always an opportunity to renegotiate and to make sure the business you've purchased is what you're expected to get. And I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes, but it should be a fun conversation. Take care.